Hi children, welcome to the third part of the chapter Teeth and Microbes. So we are almost completed about teeth and structure of teeth, types of teeth and how to take care of the teeth. Now the next part of the chapter which contains or which explains about microbes. So what are microbes, children? So microbes are very small, right? Very small organisms. Microbes are very small organisms and they are everywhere. That you need to remember. They are very small organisms, not like us, human beings. They are even smaller than ants. Ants are very small. Ants are very difficult to see, right? So they are even very smaller than ants. So what are these? Let us learn about them. So where are microbes present? They are present everywhere. That means they are present in the air we breathe, right? We breathe air, we take in oxygen, right? So in that they are present. They are present in the food we eat. They are present inside our body. They are present on our hands, right? And they are present in the bench we sit, right? When we go to park, we sit on the benches, or when we go to somewhere else, we sit in places, right? Some public places. So they are present on every place on earth, right? You cannot say that here microbes are not present. They are everywhere: air, water, land, and every place, right? So as you can see, this is a diagram of, or is a picture of earth. So microbes are present everywhere. So microbes are very tiny living things, right? Very small. You cannot see them. Such a small thing. So then how can we see microbes? So they are invisible to human eyes. First thing you need to remember. We cannot see them. Imagine if you see your hands, right? You cannot see them. But if you take a very powerful microscope and see, you can see so many microbes on your hands, right? So they are invisible to human eye, but we can see them through microscope. So microscope is device. You can see, right? You can see a picture of microscope in front of you, right? So microscope is a device which helps us to see small organisms like bacteria, viruses, right? So all these things come under microbes. When we go into detail, we'll see what are microbes, right? So then how do they grow, children? Microbes grow rapidly if they get warmth, right? So warmth, what do you mean by warmth, right? This is the temperature, right? Microbes grow under warm condition, not hot. Don't get confused between hot and warm. Hot is different, warm is, right? So you can identify the difference between hot water and warm water in the same way. Warmth is a suitable condition where right, warmth is a suitable condition where it is sufficient, or the temperature is sufficient for microbes to grow. They grow under warm condition, and they are most likely to grow in moisture. So moisture is very places where there are a lot of water. So right now you can see that rainy season, right? Rainy season and winter season, many of the diseases come, like cold, fever, flu. All these diseases come under this rainy season itself. In summer, diseases are less because again growth of microbes is suitable in moisture, means wet climate. They are present in food, right? That's why preservation of food from these things is important, right? They are present in the food we eat, right? Always. That's why what we do, we keep our food covered. We don't keep it open. If you keep it open, then again these microbes will attack. And they are present in air also, right? They are present in air. So next, our mouth and blood provides favorable condition for certain microbes. As I told you, how do the teeth decay, children? Because when we eat something, right, the mouth becomes the food gets stuck into the seat, and these microbes start to go, and acid is released due to the teeth starts to decay, right? So our mouth and blood is favorable for certain microbes to go. And this is blood, children. See, what are these? These are red blood particles, right? We can see red blood, right, particles. So I'm writing in red. Let me change the color. So what are these again? Red blood particles. They are also called as, right, they are also called as RBC. Right, so when you go to higher classes, you learn about this. Is how blood particles are. Again, we cannot see blood particles through naked eyes. We have to see the microscopes. Okay, some microbes cause disease in our body. That is a very important thing, right? All microbes are not dangerous, as it is. You saw it. Microbes are present everywhere. They are present even inside our body also. So in that, some of the microbes are dangerous and they cause different types of diseases. Right? These are some of the pictures of microbes, right, taken from microscope children. Right? So all microbes in this, right, which cause disease, right, microbes that cause disease are called as germs. Remember, the microbes which cause disease are called as germs. You can see it, germs. Disease causing microbes are called as germs. So these are some of the pictures of the microbes that are taken through microscope. So, but some microbes are useful, right? As I told, some microbes help us in different things, whereas some microbes cause diseases. So, what are different kinds of microbes that we have? Now, we'll go in detail of different kinds of microbes. Right? First one is bacteria. Second one is virus. Third one is protozoa. And fourth one is fungus. Fine. So, first, let us start with bacteria. Bacteria, again, totally generally they are called as, right, microbes. Again, in that, bacteria, virus, fungi and protozoa. So first we will learn about bacteria. So bacteria are very tiny creatures, right? So like all of us, right, like living things, right, bacteria, right, they breathe air. Remember, just like what we do, same thing it does, that it breathes air, right, it takes in food, means it eats food, right, it reproduces, right, means it goes on growing its generation, and then it gets rid of waste, just like a human waste. No, it also, after eating everything, our waste comes out. No, in the same way, it gets rid of waste. Right? There are thousands of kinds of bacteria in, right? So bacteria, right, causes certain kind of illness. Right? What are those things? Bacteria causes illness like sore throat. Sore throat ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನಾಲ್ಗೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ನಿಮಗೆ, ಸಾರಿ, ಗಂಟಲದಲ್ಲಿ or in your throat you feel irritation, right? Irritation, that is sore throat. Then stomach pain, right? Stomach ache, cough, right? Ear ache andre kivi novu, and bad breath, right? Bad breath is due to bacterial infection, and ulcers, right? You can see the legs of that person. It is an external ulcer, but same ulcer can occur even inside your body also. And even these are general things. But what about some dangerous bacteria? So harmful bacteria can cause typhoid. See, typhoid is a very critical condition. I think now we have cure for typhoid, but some 20-25 years back there was no cure for typhoid. Typhoid was a very dangerous fever. Fine, so typhoid is a very dangerous fever. Next, tuberculosis, right? The disease related to lungs, right? TB, tuberculosis. So now again, it was a very dangerous disease earlier. Now we have a cure for it. And pneumonia, right? And pneumonia is a condition where the patient, right, feels difficulty in breathing, right? It's difficulty. So these are some of the dangerous diseases caused by bacteria. Next, that was about bacteria, and now is viruses. In the same way, as bacteria are there, viruses are simple organisms that are too tiny. Right now virus, you can see what is this? This is a coronavirus, I think. Actually, it seems like a coronavirus, right? So corona pandemic that is continuing in the world is now and comes under virus, children. Coronavirus, right? So actually it is what? Its complete name is novel corona virus. This is the complete novel coronavirus. Fine. So again, to see these viruses, we have to again make use of microscope, because they are very small and cannot be seen through our eyes. Viruses cause disease like flu, right? Flu andre, just like a fever, flu. That again, what we get from this thing, our COVID-19 or corona is flu. That again damages your lungs, and finally, if not treated properly or not treated in time, the patient might die. Right? So viruses cause different kinds of flu. Flu is nothing but where you get fever. Right? Polio. Right? Polio is a very dangerous disease caused by a special virus. Right? Next, chicken pox. Again, chicken pox. Now again, it's a very rare thing, because again we already have a vaccine for chicken pox. Small these marks come all over the body, stay for some days, and it goes off. Fine. Common cold, very common thing. Bala janakku barutte common cold, that is due to virus. Measles, again, just red dots all over the body. Measles, right? Small red dots all over the body. That is also caused by virus. Right? Fine. So next is protozoa. Right? Protozoa is normally found in water. Right? They are bigger than bacteria. Protozoa ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ದೊಡ್ಡದಿರುತ್ತೆ. Bacteria and virus ಗಿಂತ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ದೊಡ್ಡದಿರುತ್ತೆ protozoa. Right? So the main diseases that are caused by water are malaria, dysentery, cholera. Avella waterborne diseases. So malaria and dysentery are caused by protozoa. Right? And cholera kuda idralle barutte. Next is fungi. So what are fungi, children? Fungi is large sized plants. Fungus is grown in so many places. On the rock, sometime on the green. Namli fungus andre namge en barutte, green color barutte. Right? So this is also fungus. This is mushroom, right? They grow on decaying matter and cause skin disease like ringworm and athlete's foot. Right? So normally allergic diseases. Ringworm andre allergy created on the skin. So these are very common. There are many other diseases that can come. These are one of the common diseases. One is the ringworm and athlete's foot. Again, allergic to the skin. Fine. So these were about all things that were not helpful to us. But do microbes help us? Yes, they help us in many ways. So what are that? Let us see. Yeast is one of the very helpful microorganism or microbe that helps us to make bread. Nodi. Bread irtirilla andre namge, sorry, yeast irtirilla andre bread ಮಾಡಕ್ಕೆ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇರಲಿಲ್ಲ. Right? So due to action of yeast, right, the bread happens. And again, same yeast make us cheese, curd and bacteria. Bacteria ಇರೋದ್ರಿಂದಾನೇ ನಮಗೆ cheese, curd ಸಿಗೋದು. Right? To make food like cheese and curd, we use bacteria. What is it, bacteria? For example, lactobacillus. Lactobacillus is a bacteria that converts milk into curd, children. Imagine if adu irtirilla andre ನಾವು ಇಷ್ಟು ದಿನ ಕರಡೆ ನೋಡ್ತಾ ಇರಲಿಲ್ಲ. Because of that bacteria, we can eat curd. Right? And another microbe produces antibiotic, and we can use to treat infections. Remember, antibiotics, right? If some viral disease is there, viral disease. Right? For example, right now, to fight against this viral disease, sometimes body needs external help. Right? So sometimes doctor gives antibiotic tablets. So that gives generates sufficient antibodies. Right? Antibodies means the things that develop in the body to fight against the virus that is inside the body. Not all the virus, harmful virus. For example, same thing. Now vaccines are given to the coronavirus. What is that? So those vaccines are produced, the injection that they give, right, they produce lot of antibodies, and they produce antibodies. So that will help in fighting coronavirus when it comes. Fine. Another microbe produces antibodies we can use to treat infections, right? Again, some medicines also contain microbes. So, sorry children. Right, some medicines. What are those medicines? Let us see. Right, antibiotics kills the harmful microbes that cause infections. Again, as I told you, antibiotics important. There are so many different kinds of antibiotics. There are antibiotics for fever, antibiotics for cough. There are antibiotics for common cold. Right, so many different kinds of antibiotics are available. So what are they? They are produced by microbes. Most of them are produced by microbes. Right? Penicillin is an antibody made from mold. Penicillin. Right? Penicillin is one of the famous antibiotics that are made from mold. Right? And very important. Soil used to grow flowers and crops also benefit from bacteria. Not only our human body, even the crop or the soil in which we grow crops also benefit from bacteria. Right? So you can see that many of these good bacteria help to break down dead plants and animals. Very important. Nodi, if bacteria and these microbes were not there, things wouldn't have decayed. Such a big problem is to occur. No? See, anything that dies, maybe tree dies or animal dies or human being dies. So obviously after some days, or even food, if we do not eat a food, what we'll do? We'll throw it away. Or if we keep it in it, what happens? After some days it starts to what? It starts to rotten, right? It starts to decay. Why is it possible? Because of this action of bacteria and fungi and all these microbes. If these microbes were not there, imagine nothing would have what? Gone spoiled. No decaying process. Right? Animals satra hage irta idru, ಹೊರತೋಗ್ತಿರ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ. Human beings satru hage irta idru, ಹೊರತೋಗ್ತಿದ್ರು. So that was a big problem. So this is a recycle process, children. ನೋಡಿ, recycling ಅಂತ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಬಾಟಲ್ಸ್ ಯಾವತ್ತು ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ? ಯೂಸ್ ಪ್ಲಾಸ್ಟಿಕ್ ಬಾಟಲ್, use recycled items ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. So again, when a living thing dies, right, what happens? It decays and whatever nitrogen present in that get mixes into the soil. That nutrition is absorbed by plants or trees. Again, those trees and plants are cut and eaten by humans. So it's a continuous cycle, and that human dies after some days. It's a continuous process that happens, cycle. Right? So very important help bacteria and microbes are, they help to break down dead plants and animals. And decay adangal enagutte, they get mixed up with the water. Adake people either burn the bodies or they put it inside the soil, so that it goes again and mixes up. Fine. Many of these good bacteria help break down the dead plants and animals. As you can see, the bones uliyutte last ಗೆ ಎಲ್ಲ bones cannot be broken. Remaining everything is again converted back into soil. Right? They recycle their nutrients and return them to the environment for living plants and animals to use. Compost and healthy everything. Right? ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ನಮ್ದೇನ್ waste, all organic waste. We are all organic matter, children. We plants. What does organic means? Again, we can after we die, we again decay and get converted into usable things. Right? They recycle their nutrients and return them to the environment for living plants in use. Right? Again, see, plants ಆಯ್ತು, ಏನೇನು ಸಾಯ್ತವಲ್ಲ, right? They again. The first antibiotic, penicillin, was discovered by Alexander Fleming. ನೆನ್ಪಿಟ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. Right? So this was used for treatment of rabies. Rabies is a disease, children. Right? Alexander Fleming is a person. So penicillin was the antibiotic used to treat rabies. Rabies was a very dangerous disease. Right? It is caused when a mad dog bites. Right? When a mad dog bites. So mad dog, huchnayi anta heltivala, it has a virus inside it. inside saliva. So when a mad dog bites, earlier people used to die due to rabies when a mad dog bites. So penicillin was one of the major discoveries of that times. Right? Alexander Fleming was awarded the Nobel Prize for his discovery. So one of the great scientist, Alexander Fleming. Okay, so this completes the chapter, children. Hope you go through the video and understand everything. Bye, children.